Yet we were inches away from getting to the next round. So, Acho, you agree with Paul George that things would have been different with Kawhi? Duh.
No, they would have been the exact same, but they would have looked different. Now, here's why, because that seems crazy. With Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers were down. No, let me start here, Seth.
You better reset. Rewind.
Nah. Are the Suns a better team than the Dallas Mavericks?
Are the Suns a better team than the Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah.
Fully healthy. Oh, my. Yes.
Yeah, Dallas Mavericks.
Yes.
Are the Suns a better team than the Utah Jazz?
Healthy?
In the playoffs, based on what we saw in the playoffs.
Jamal Murray, how you doing?
Utah Jazz.
Yeah. With Spider?
You make the sense.
What are you doing? I feel trapped. No, I'm not answering questions. I feel trapped.
He nervous.
So you dropped the bottle of beer at 11:30.
Here's what it comes down to.
No, I'm not answering.
If the Suns are a better team than the Mavericks, and with Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers were down 0-2 to the Mavericks, and if the playoff Suns are a better team than the Utah Jazz, and with Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers were down 0-2 to the Utah Jazz, then the Suns being a better team to the Mavericks, who the Clippers were down 0-2 to, and the Suns being a better team than the Jazz, who the Clippers were down 0-2 to, why do we think that the Clippers would not have been down 0-2 to the Suns? If A is greater than B.
Nah, you can't do transitive.
And C was still down 0-2 to B. And A is greater than B. And C was still down 0-2 to B. Then why do we think that all of a sudden C would have been greater than A? Because A is greater than B. And B was still up 2-0 over C. C is the Clippers. And the Clippers were down 0-2 to the Mavs. C is the Clippers. And the Clippers were down 0-2 to the Jazz. And if the Suns are better than the Jazz, and the Suns are better than the Mavs, and the Clippers were down 0-2 to two teams that are worse than the Suns, why do we think Kawhi Leonard would have made a difference? He wouldn't have. He would have in perception, but he wouldn't have as far as the box score.
Man, you really went there against a mathematician like myself. Mr. Cohen, my calculus teacher, I don't know, 9th, 10th, 11th grade, something early. Boy, you bet styles make fights, Mr. Cohen. What do you mean? This is a math class. Oh, well, you can give me common denominators, but the numerators are what we're talking about right here. See, those change. So I can go against one guy, one team, and have X result. Then I go against the same team, a different team, same result. So then you start to say, well, if this team is better than that team, then guess what? We're going to have the same result. That's manipulative. That is not how this goes. Look at your face. How this goes is the Washington football team is in the fourth quarter playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and only down 5 points. And that's a closer game than the Kansas City Chiefs, who play that same Tampa Bay team and can't even score a touchdown. Now, Acho, since we're in the class, excuse me, Mr. Cohen, we're in the class, can you tell me which team is better, Washington football team or Kansas City Chiefs? Wrong dude, dog. I don't play that game. Yeah, buddy. So you know damn well how this is supposed to go. This was supposed to go the way it's supposed to go in Brooklyn. Damn, is Brooklyn in the house? Yeah, it's where the Clippers play. Because same fate, same issues. Injuries, bro. I hate this. I always talk about when I ran track, and I hate it when I had to go against somebody who was injured. I hate it when I saw somebody with K-tape on. I'm like, man, I'm not going to get your best. I'm not mad at the Phoenix Suns. This is not a bubble ring, asterisk, all that stuff. Let them go, let them live. I'm not going to take away their shine. However, boy, did they benefit from some untimely injuries from these Clippers. Number 1, number 4, and number 6 on our roster gone. 2 starters gone. You don't think that we would got over the hump if we would have had Kawhi Leonard, 30 points, 7 rebounds, and a guy who's won a championship in one place, won a championship in another place, and was going to win a championship in this place if he could have finished the race. Coming up, Devontae Adams said it would be a dream to play with his college teammate, Derek Carr again. Shots. We'll tell you if that's a
Buckets eliminated LA in 6 games. But Clippers had a big milestone with their first trip ever to the Western Conference Finals. After the game, head coach Ty Lue said he's still proud of his squad. Y'all take a listen.
Being down 0-2 against Dallas, fighting back and competing to win that series, being down 0-2 against, Utah, doing the same thing. And our team shows a lot of character. When we're down, we can easily give up and give in, but just stick with the game plan. Don't point fingers. We stay together. And that was just good for me to see that this year. So when I think back to this season, I think back to the playoff run we had. And, being down the series, both those first 2 and fighting back and winning those. And, what we did this year was special.
I don't know what special is. Marcellus, did the Clippers have a successful season?
You heard the man. Yes, we did. It was special what we did this year. We reached, fix your face, we reached the Western Conference Finals for the first time. Now, I know you're going to laugh at that because you have this chip or bust mentality. Like, if you don't win a championship, you was a failure, right? I understand what you're thinking. Do you usually laugh at people when they PR in life? Have you gone that Hollywood, Acho, I'm going to ask you right now, because if someone runs up to you and say, I just did my best I've ever done, is that a time to laugh? Is that the time to say that they're not special, that they're not successful? Obviously not, so I'm going to box you in. Hopefully your take respects that. If not, you win Hollywood. But we have not went Hollywood. That's for the fakers. That's for the team you represent. My team just took a bite out of this L.A. market. My team is looking forward to running it back. Kawhi stay healthy. Serge Ibaka comes back. Zubac stay healthy. Run it back. Re-sign Reggie Jackson. More importantly, look forward to greener pastures. We're moving. We're going to a new arena, bruh. 2024, we're going to have our own digs, brother. And we're not going to be looking back at that old dusty Staples Center that's going to be 25 years old, still happy that they just got Wi-Fi. We're going to be in the best arena in the NBA. Finally found us another Chris Paul. Reggie Jackson going to be our point guard. He going to be our dude. We got us a Reggie Jackson. We got the depth, the resiliency, the mindset, new arena. Oh, it's green pastures for us. Clip City, Chip City.
So I've tried not to offend you over the course of roughly 250 shows. Been here for a little over a year now, and I make a concerted effort to be as kind as possible. Not nice, because nice is only, as Marcellus says, being nice to individuals you know, but kind. Being nice all the time. But, Sel, to say this is a successful season is an indictment on yourself. It's an indictment on the Clippers organization. It's an indictment on Clippers fans. It's an indictment on the Clippers players. Because if this is success, then what is failure? If falling short of the ultimate goal is success, and I am confused as to what failing is in life. This was a failure for the Clippers. This year, probably more than any other year, wasn't just about talent. It was about depth. The lack of depth or the lack of talent eliminated teams. Well, the Clippers were the deepest team in the NBA. You've came on the show and said this prior. I agree with you. The Clippers are also one of the most talented teams in the NBA. So I didn't deal it, the basketball gods, if you will, dealt a deck of cards to every team in the league. And the Clippers got the best hand because they had a hand that was filled with talent and a hand that was filled with depth. And somehow with that hand, they still lost. And they didn't even get to the NBA Finals. No, this was not a success. This was a failure of ultimate proportions. Now, you said if somebody PR'd, would I consider it a success? No. No, I wouldn't. Again, personal example. I went to the Olympic trials, support my friend Mo, ran a PR in the 200. I sent you the race, ran a PR in the 200, but still caught a L. So it was not a successful Olympic trials. Now, if we want to look global and say, will it be successful for the totality of your career because it could spring you forward to go run some new PRs at some Diamond League meets all over the world? Yeah, sure. But was it successful in that moment? Absolutely not. Were the Clippers successful in this season? Absolutely not.
Oh, stop it, man. They always talk about winning the championships. You got to go through the fire, growing pains, rite of passage, whatever you want to talk about. We just went through that, and we went through that undermanned. We're playing some spades right now. You know I don't know how to play, so tell me if I'm butchering this. You dealt out the hand,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Usually in the playoffs, you deal out 7 cards, maybe 8. All right. I got my hand. Damn! I got the big joker.
Yes,
Does that help? Okay, good. I got the big joker. I got a king.
Yep.
And I got a jack.
Yep.
Okay.
You should win.
Then I also got the little joker, too.
It's over.
It's over, right? Except we lost our big joker. Come on. Except we lost our king, Serge Ibaka. Except we just lost our jack, Zubac. And now you're saying I should win the hand? No, yes. I should not win that hand because you have not respected the circumstances. So, yes, your friend is first of all, PR is personal record.
Personal best.
So you should respect her because she put herself in the best position she could, just like my Clippers. But unfortunately, Faker fans, Hollywood fans, they don't respect that because it's not all that. Speaking of the playoffs, Hawks-Bucks Eastern Conference Finals Game 5 featured on the free-to-play Fox Bet Super 6 app.